And this is the WBEAM.
And I'm Asia Jetta-Delibert. Today we are joined by Jeff and Kevin from BEAM Camp's Mapping Domain. Welcome, Jeff and Kevin.
Thanks for having us.
So, Jeff, why did you decide to do a mapping domain?
Well, I've always been attracted to the subject of maps, and I think that there's a lot that they can do for anyone who's trying to find their way or find something of another nature.
What locations around BEAM Camp are you mapping?
Pretty much everywhere, from Jungletopia to the cabins. We were actually the other day timing some of the distances. Kevin, you want to tell them about that?
Yeah, we looked at the how long it took for us to get from one location to the next. We had a watch, and we picked 2 points and just walked it. And we also found that certain areas had inconsistencies in the times it took to travel the distances because of maybe we're going up a hill in one direction and coming down the next. So that we have to take into consideration the situation of how long, as well as the distance.
Can you show us one of the maps?
Well, let's see. Here, we did this today. This is what we like to call a cognitive map, and it's when you combine all of the people's mental maps that we drew of, in this case, the mess hall. I believe this is, the infirmary, the art barn, and the wood shop. What it looks like, I guess the wood shop's down there. And as you can see, it's pretty messy, but the sort of moral of that story is that everyone has different sort of mental conceptions of what the camp looks like or what it's like to walk the camp.
Are there any shortcuts that campers should know about?
There's a couple in the woods behind the cabins. I know there's at least 1 or 2 behind the cloud splitters, and then there's the one
You should tell them the name of the one you discovered.
Oh, Jeff calls it Kevin's Path, or Kevin's Trail. But that remains to be seen. It's official. But there's also the big one that everyone takes from going between meals in the bunks by Salsa Verde. It's kind of like you go down the road from the dining hall and like up a hill in the woods, and then I think that's really it.
Kevin, what has been your favorite part of the mapping domain?
I've actually been interested in mapping myself for a while. And, just the fact getting to work with Jeff and learning about how to make maps like this, I liked it.
So Jeff and Kevin, will you use these maps?
Hopefully. We were just talking about how we're going to try and convert the times that it takes to go between places and make it into sort of a string map of the camp, showing shortcuts, long cuts, etc., etc. It's actually similar to a type of map called a Markov model, which is a mathematical a mathematical theory, I guess I'd put it that way. So yes, as you answered.
Okay. Are the maps hard to draw?
Well, what do you think?
Yes and no. As you can see from the brain map, things aren't always cut and paste like people want them to be cut and dry. But this thing right here with the distances was fairly simple.
Why don't you show them the map that's on the back that you started to sketch out?
Oh yeah, I started with the times and everything. So this is a basic Markov model map.
Alright, will you offer this domain next week?
Probably not, but, who knows?
Okay. Thank you, Jeff and Kevin.
Thanks for watching the WBEAM web show.